This coverage is brought to you in association with Fraser James Partnership, where money matters.
It's going to be the Barbarians to kick off as a look down onto the Mansfield pitch. Is Jim Thompson, the former Heritage player, of course now a professional with Edinburgh. They are playing the Barbarians towards the Hoyk YM end here, if you know your way round Mansfield Park. So here we go then, all in aid of the Bill McLaren Foundation as the referee gets this game underway. It's a deep kick from Jim Thompson, the Babas fullback, and already taking the ball in. That was good work from Graham Dodds, the Melrose skipper, taking the ball in. McCormick that gets the ball out to young Lee Miller. Miller then feeds the ball out wide. Darren Gillespie, he likes to run with the ball. He's a ball carrier. The Jed number 8 just taking the ball on as it comes back now. McNeil, he likes to carry it forward as well, but big tackling going in there from the Eurus Evans, the big Neath second drawer. And in fact, is it turnover ball? It is, and it just shows you a turnover ball. And here come the Babas on the south of Scotland 22, and in fact a penalty already been conceded by the south of Scotland. But it just shows you when guys like Bruce McNeil and Dodds are driving forward, well they were, but then they're knocked back. This is a class outfit they're up against. First blood could be had by the Barbarians. The fly half then Kenneth Rees is about to take this ball for wearing the red socks. Remember, the Barbarians always wear the club socks, so Rees then no problems for Kenneth Rees, and it's first blood to the Babas here at Mansfield Park in this Bill McLaren Foundation charity match. South of Scotland 0, it's the Barbarians 3. Niall Ulster hooker gets the ball and good take at the tail of the line. Out is the ball now driven up to the south try line, but the south are going to have to defend this ball here. They're going to pick it up through the big number 8, Michael McComish, another Ulsterman just trying to get the ball over that try line. They're driving it and driving it away. And it looks like the Barbarians may have crashed over. Have they a second time of asking? Just having a look at that. Yep, the referee has awarded the try. 21 minutes gone then in the first half. The South 0, it's the Barbarians 8. And really that was just the South, you know, if it was on points in a boxing match, the South have had a fair amount of possession, but they're not turning the possession into points. Just seeing who actually got that try in the left-hand corner, but just quick play. And all of a sudden, guys like Michael McComish and Chris Davis, the back rows for the Barbers, they're coming in at this match now, Bruce.
Yeah, I mean they're playing a very tight game, the Barbarians. Certainly not what we expected. It's mostly coming from Tim Uzaz, the Nottingham and USA player at 9. He's just firing the ball off to big forwards who are carrying over the gain line, and they just kept it very, very tight. Just pick and go round the corner, and the South powerless to stop their big ball carriers.
Yeah, Kenneth Rees then from Landovery trying to get this extra points on the board for the Barbarians. The South 0, the Barbarians 8. That could change to 10 in just a second. Good effort, and it goes over between the uprights. The South 0, the Barbarians 10, but Lee Miller then, the Gala fly half, he's been on absolute fire this season for the Netherdale team. Can he do it for the South? That's a good strike. He's a good 35 metres out. I'll tell you what, it looks good on. He's nailed it. Great kick then from Lee Miller, the South of Scotland fly half, and that brings the South back into this Bill McLaren Foundation clash with 25 minutes gone here at Mansfield Park. The South back in it. The South 3, the Barbarians 10. Richard Ferguson gets the ball in 10 metres inside the Babas half on the stand side, throwing, but they've been turned over in the line out. Here come the Barbarians yet again, coming to the fore is Chris Davis, that back row of Ruddock, McComish, the Ulster big number 8, he got on the score sheet for them earlier on as the ball's now out to Rees, the fly half taken on by Thompson. Thompson then feeds it out onto the far side wing, but at the moment the South having to defend well inside their own half, but it's opening up, and again it's that man, it's Kieran Ruddock, the Leinster flanker, driving it forward. The Leinster and Barbarians cutting right through. Great bit of running here. If the ball comes out wide, certainly the Barbarians could be in as big. Christian Petter from St Etienne, he feeds it out to Lee Hinton, and Hinton goes into the far right corner. That's what kind of play we've expected from the Barbarians, and they're now proving it out there with a fantastic try.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to run some nice lines. I think that was the outside centre, David Kacherava, a recent Georgian player, just came through on a lovely angle, got behind the first line of defence for the South, and then it was always going to be difficult to scramble defence. But once again, the South, one missed tackle, and that's it.
Well, the Barbars are going to bring on Ben Evans from Places Rugby at Jersey, and is a Welsh international, lo and behold, so he comes on the field.
He's got a number of, off the top of my head, he's got mid-20s of caps. He played for both the Ospreys and Cardiff. He played in France, I can't remember which side, but one of the top French sides for a while as well.
Yeah, here come the South Odds. Fraser Harness kicks through, and I'll tell you, Fraser Thompson could get the kick out, and he does, and he's going to go in for the left-hand corner. Great work from Fraser Harness, and Fraser Thompson on the stand side here. I think he got the old classic Gala stop with the ball. It bounced kindly for him. He gathered the ball in, and he runs into the left-hand corner, and it makes it game on with a minute to go here in the first half. The South 8, the Barbarians 15, and really all that coming from nothing. It was quick ball fed out, and Hartness added a bit of injection to it. He kicked ahead, and Fraser Thompson absolutely ghosted past Hartness, and he took the ball, and he got the lucky bounce, it has to be said, but you know, you need these rubs of the green in rugby, and he gathered the ball in, and he goes in for the try. All play still inside the Barbars half. The South 8, the Barbarians 15. Jamie Davis then makes a nice wee break. He knew he had a hooker up against him, and Jamie Davis inside the South half at the moment. He feeds the ball out wide. Chance now for the Barbarians, and that's Lee Hinton, the try scorer in the first half, but he's been caught. In fact, penalty coming the South's way, holding on the ball, and in fact Hartness doesn't hang about, and Hartness, he breaks the tackle, and off he goes. Hartness then, he's trying to work his way up to the 22. He breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles onto Thompson. Great work again, and it's the double act of the Frasers. It's Fraser Hartness that does the dog work, and it's Fraser Thompson who finishes the move off for the South of Scotland. The South 13, the Barbarians 15. Again, fantastic work. Stand up and take a bow, Fraser Hartness.
I mean, Fraser Hartness has just shown that he can do what we know he does at club level week in, week out. He can do it at a higher level against better players, because he's so strong and so hard to stop there. He went through 2 or 3 tackles there. He managed to get the offload in very difficult situation off to Fraser Thompson, and he had the gas to get over.
Lee Miller then with a chance to level it up here at Mansfield Park, and he has indeed. Good stuff from the Gala youngster. So it's all square on this Bill McLaren Foundation clash. It's the South 15, it's the Barbarians 15 with 50 minutes gone. They don't find touch. The Barbarians is picked up now by Fraser Thompson for the South. The South 15, it's the Barbarians 15. Hartness on the ball yet again, runs into the body of the curve. Can anybody stop this man? And Hartness has made the break again. Can he offload the ball? No, he just couldn't. And on his shoulder there was Gary Graham. He just couldn't get the ball into hand. But I'll tell you what, it's turning into a one-man show at the moment in this second half, and the South still not finished yet. Here comes Sean Linton, who goes through the legs there of Jamie Davis. The ball's there on a steal, and that was good work from Jamie Davis, and the Barbarians will be able to clear their lines. 21 minutes gone here in the second half at Mansfield Park. It's game on. It's the South 15, it's the Barbarians 15. 23 minutes gone in the second half. Here come the South, though. Jamie Davis feeding the ball inside. Good work, though. They have to make the tackles. The South, good work by Darren Gillespie and co for the forwards, but the Barbarians up to the 22. That man again, the big number 5, Christian Petre from Etienne, driving it on for the Barbars. Quick ball again, driven on now by the big number 18. That's Gareth Rawlings, who just tries to drive it and get over that gain line. All the play with the Barbars at the moment. Jim Thompson trying to find a gap. It's going to be a hack ahead as George Graham gets the ball, and here comes Gregor Young. He'll pick up touchdown at Mansfield Park. All his new ones. George Graham had kicked that ahead. You saw the number 14 jersey. It was Gregor Young. Nobody was going to catch him, and the South go in front. The South 20, 20. It's the Barbarians 15.
Yeah, it was just one of these things, loose ball hacked through, and you know, as soon as you saw the man with the 14 on his back, what he did have to do was control it. He weighted his kick nicely. Unfortunately for him, it stopped just short of the try line, but he showed good skills to pick it up, and over he went. Conversion to come.
Yeah, Andrew Skeen, lads, the extras here at Mansfield Park. So the South 22, it's the Barbarians 15. What a turnaround in this second half. Ball goes in, good take as well, picked up now by George Graham. 10 metres inside the Barbarians half. They pack in over the top of him. Who's going to act as scrum half? It looks like Andrew Skeen having a look at it. I think Andrew Skeen's asked the referee. Skeen will kick it into touch, and the referee will blow for full time, and that's it then from Mansfield Park.
Well, Chick, the Barbarians can now be added to the South of Scotland scalps.
Yeah, no, it was a great performance. We started really well, and we fell off a little bit, went a bit high in the tackles and gave them, you know, a chance to play, and they took a couple of opportunities. But no, I thought the effort and the way we played actually was outstanding today. You know, pulling guys together for a couple of short sessions, and the way they performed today at the skill level. I said to them before the game, you know, they might be professional, a lot of these guys you're playing against, but the skill levels that you've got are equally, if not better, than the guys you're playing against. And they showed that today. I thought the skill level on our side was outstanding, so delighted with the way we performed.
And 3 great tries.
Yeah, outstanding tries, you know, backing up, you know, putting pressure on the defence, turning over the ball, and everyone to a man was outstanding today, and you know, it's great to get the scalp of the Barbarians. Great to see the South jersey out there running about here at Mansfield, and obviously in the aid of Bill McLaren Trust, and hopefully a lot of money's been raised today for that, and get the museum built as soon as possible.
Yeah, it was great. You know, really delighted to be asked to play here. Nice to play with Jim Thompson in the game, and I think it was a fitting game for Bill McLaren, and a fairly deserved victory for the South.
And plenty of running rugby today, as we expect from the Barbars?
It was a bit too much, maybe.
The boys are really chuffed in the change room now. I think it shows the spirit that we've got in the Borders going down by the points, and the game could have went either way. The floodgates could have opened at that point, but we got that really good try just before half time, and we managed to hold on to that going into the change rooms, and we knew we had that belief that we could come out and really have a go at them. And I think the main thing was there, we never tried to defend, and we tried to shut them off as much as possible, and we never stopped playing rugby. We always wanted to keep playing and taking it to them, and I think that paid off in the end.
Last time we played 2 years ago at Airedale, and a bad wet night, there was over 2,500, and then again tonight there's probably a couple of thousand, and every time you pull on that jersey it's a massive honour with all the players that have worn it in the past, and I think hopefully we'll maybe get a couple of fixtures after the new year maybe, and we'll see what happens.
Tell me about those 2 tries. The first one, of course, down on the left-hand corner here.
Yeah, I think we had numbers over, and Fraser managed to get the ball in space and put a neat wee chip in, and I managed to get on the end date and get the first goal, which brought us back into the game, which was really good at that point in the game. So.
And the second one?
Again, Fraser took a quick tap, and I managed to first overran him, and then I managed to get back onside and managed to get a offload and then wet in again, so it was really good.
Fantastic result, and that's, you know, it was a belief that they could win the game, and they kept fighting to the end and kept them out at certain times when it looked like they were going to score. Big physical side, bit of pace as well, so you know, it's, you know, hats off to them. They did a great job, and it was a great result for Borders Rugby.